Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome to the big Sunday show. Live updates from after SHOT Show. Checking in with you guys. Say thank you. All your support's been greatly appreciated, so thank you, thank you. I think I will be moving a few things though, just to compare. How you guys doing out there? Pretty good? Nice, nice. Right on. What's up, OC? Doing good, huh? Nice, nice. Well, we're just doing a little SHOT Show recap. Kind of cover a few things that I picked up and a few things that were provided and answer some questions you guys might have. What's up, Big Red? Man, I'm sorry I missed Saturday afternoon live yesterday. I literally was jumping on my plane at 2 o'clock. So had to sneak and turn my cell phone mode back on real quick. It was fun. It was fun. What's up, Micah? What's up, Bunzo? Man, I'm doing all right. I got a little bit of a head cold going on. But somebody didn't wash their hands appropriately at SHOT Show, and it wasn't me. So I got sick. But I guess it's what everybody gets every year. Yeah, so I went to urgent care this morning just to get double checked and make sure everything's good. What's up, Barry? Colorado's in the house. What's up, Mark? Ohio. Yeah, I saw a funny post from Taco about that. He posted some stuff about people getting ready for the coronavirus, and they were chopping up limes. What's up, Randy? Thanks. But I kind of wanted to show you guys stuff. I want your feedback on what you thought of the videos. Not all of them are up, obviously. What's up, OCD? Yeah, I'm sick right now, so kind of that SHOT Show bug. Yeah, and I mean, I had hand sanitizer. I had those hand cleaning wipes. I was using those all the time. I also had, what do you call it? Shoot, I'm trying to remember the name of it. Anyways, what's up, Barry? Justin? I was using all that stuff, and then still somebody's spreading bugs down there. So yeah, I just want to see how they sounded. It's one of the things where I was using some new gear. Thanks to your guys' support, I was able to get some gear. I know, I should have. What's up, CK? Yeah, you guys supported me, so it worked out really good. I picked up some new gear, and that was from Rode or Rode, however you want to say it, the people that make the microphones. What's up, Tom? And they have these right here, which are the little wireless ones, and it works pretty slick. So you can plug in USB-C to charge them up. They clip on like a little pager. This is the receiver end, and you basically take this end and polish this one off. And it has the microphone right there. And you can plug in a lavalier mic if you want as well, and then just clip this like on your belt. But this works itself. I don't know if you saw in any of the videos. I just clip this kind of below even the collar line, like for a polo shirt, below that. And it picks up really good. So, a buddy of mine, Life Hackster, he has a YouTube channel. He was using these for CES, Consumer Electronics Show. And for about $200, you can pick up these wireless mics, and they work pretty good. So the only thing I want to do is upgrade and do the microphone attachment to this one. So I'll probably do that. That way I can do a couple of them. So, but anyways, so that was one of the pieces of gear I was using that worked out really good. Thanks again to you guys. That was pretty awesome. But you can kind of see them both there. Another piece of equipment I was using. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. That's good. Yeah, no wires. Was Zero Lemon makes a 30,000 milliamp charger with 5 different ports. And I was using this one for just that. Charge stuff up all day long. You can charge it right here using the micro USB. But yeah, super heavy duty, weighs about a pound. And it's just one of those crazy awesome things. So that's some of the gear I was using there. Good stuff on that. Yeah, I got some knives and some gear. I was just going over what gear I was using at first here. Had a secondary camera I had to use, and so... But yeah, so let's talk about the people. The people were the coolest part for me. So the people were like... I mean, you're going to meet all the people that you've talked to for, you know, a year about all sorts of stuff. And on top of that, then you get to basically go through and say, you know, hey, you know, what else you guys got coming out? You know what I mean? And for me, Bunzo, you just got to get a hold of their customer service. They'll take care of you on the warranty for that. What's up, Super Steel Steve? Is he here? I didn't see him posting. Maybe I missed him. Oh, there he is. He said boo. What's up, Triple S? Ohio's here, everybody else. But, yeah, so obviously, the people were the coolest part, you know. You get to talk to all these people. You get to see what they got coming out, what they got going on. But for me, the really cool part was getting hands-on with all these knives that are still in production with a lot of the companies. So, what's up, JB? Ray's in the house, Everyday City Carry. Nice, nice. Yeah, so that's one of those things where, what's up, Keith? You know, you don't get to see some of those knives until all of a sudden, you know, they're putting something in front of you and they're like, hey, we got this we're working on. It doesn't matter what company it is, and you're like, man, that's a lot of cool stuff. It was pretty neat. But there's a lot of dirty birds not washing their hands. So that's why I got a little bit sick. So we'll get that going. It's all good. But yeah, so these are scales I put on one of the Benchmade Bug Out BK-2s from Ryan Roberts. Death Grips. It's beautiful stuff. Some of the stuff I picked up I can't really show you right now. As it hasn't been released yet. And if you saw, I did do the 940 titanium's nice. And the funny part about that is, I don't know if you guys saw my video. Ryan from Benchmade was nice enough to sit down and do a video for me and let me record it. And it took about 2.5 hours to get an opportunity to film that. Hey, I appreciate it, Toadcatcher. And the reason being is because all of the appointments were booked. And of course, you know, Blade HQ gets in there first. You know, everybody's bigger than me, so everybody gets in there first. And, you know, I had a little bit of luck with, you know, having my previous work with them, but it was fun. It was fun. It was very hectic. It was very overwhelming. You know, over 2,600 vendors, exhibitors, on basically 3 different floors. So I did happen to go to PVK Vegas, though, if you guys saw that. What's up, Thai Addiction? And I got this little rose gold Calmigo. Get some of that off there. I know, Randy, but it's, you know, it's still a marketing thing, you know. Big dog gets to the bowl first, so. But I like this little one. Snappy, as they all are. And this will meet some of my rose gold collection. But little Calmigo, I'll do a review on it, but you can get 3 fingers on it, no problem. And then it just kind of locks up. If you want to, you can throw a lanyard on the back, but yeah. I picked this up from PVK Vegas. Those guys down there are super awesome. Went down there with Dylan and Russell and from Artisan Cutlery, Dylan Mallory, and they let us go in, tour the back room and all that good stuff, so that was kind of cool. So it's kind of neat. Yeah, they gave us these hand-painted little tins that they do, which is pretty sweet looking as well. But they tossed a couple of those in, and just, used to have those like little snuff pouches in them or whatever, but now you can just use them for your gear or just to look cool. So it was pretty neat of them to offer that stuff as well. Holy cow, Nick. My goodness. Thank you so much. That's amazing, man. That blows me away. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, Nick. Thank you so much for doing that. It's you guys, man. I mean, I learned after going that, like Carlos and Eric, Daily Carry Solutions and all that, they're doing it right, man. You need a couple people to go out there and hit it, and that's one of those things that, it's awesome. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you very much. That was very kind. But I got to see some companies that I didn't really, check out before. I don't know if you guys have seen UltiClip. What's up, Blade Banner? But UltiClip makes these little clips that you can basically use for, knife sheaths, holsters, anything. Hey, thanks, Ray. Dude, you guys are awesome, man. But they have all these little clips that come out. They just have a brand new one. Thanks, Ray. You're the man. So I'm gonna do a little review on these. They also did a thing on there for, they have a new UltiClip link, and it's basically like a rotating little thing. So if you ever, a lot of things that get put onto. Nick, I appreciate that, man. Seriously, I do. I wish, you'll have to message me afterwards, man. I want to send you something. Say thanks. I appreciate that. But that's one of those things where, you find new products, and I've heard of UltiClip. I've never used them. I went down there. They did a short little video for me on their brand new product, and then they basically gave me these clips and said, hey, man, take these clips, try them out, give some away, whatever. So I'm going to be doing that for you guys, One of the coolest, I ran into Bryce and Mike with CRKT. And yeah, that's a goal of mine, is to do a Blade in Atlanta. So I know a few of you guys are going for that, but one of the cool parts is, I went there, and like I said, it's one of the, there's a lot of people there. I mean, I saw, Frankie and Bird from Birdshot. I talked to them for a few down at the Civivi and Wii booth. Just all sorts of things. But running into Bryce and Mike from CRKT, they're like, oh, yeah, man, we want to pick a few knives that we can feature in a video for you. And, Bryce sat down, did a video with me, and he's like, yeah, let's do it. And so he came up with this one, which is their SHOT Show exclusive, and I think it's the Zolotol. It's this one right here. Zolotl. Yeah, and then they also did the Sketch, which is pretty awesome, the Sketch. And so, yeah, and I know I visited with QSP knives as well, David. But these things, like, this is a really nice knife, you know, just for the fact, I mean, it's a budget, it's a great knife. You know, frame lock, you can just EDC it everywhere. And, I mean, it doesn't have the easiest opening. The detent's a little soft, keeping it closed, so I could probably flip it out. Keith, what's up, man? Thank you. But this is just a kind gesture where they're like, oh, hey, man, we want to give you something for a giveaway, you know, and do whatever you want with it. And they have this one, which is the sketch, and hopefully I open it the right way. But this thing's wicked. Look at this one. You guys are too funny, man. But look at that. Yeah, it's crazy. KB, I don't have a store, man. But if I did, I might. So, yeah, this is kind of a crazy one, you know. It's got that, you know, tip down. Yeah, it's got a cool look to it. So, oh, this one's the sketch. Okay, that's right. This one's the sketch. Thanks for clarifying. I got that cold brain going. Had to take some Dayquil and a bunch of other stuff. So, this one's the Zolotl. Zoltol or Exoltol. I'll get the pronunciation right when I do it. But it was cool of them to give me these and say, hey, man, we want to hook you up with this stuff. They didn't have a whole lot of swag left, but they had some knives. And so, yeah. But, I mean, flipper-wise, it deploys like crazy. Super nice. Hey, Ohio, I really appreciate you joining, man. Thank you so much. We'll hook up with you in the comments later for sure. So they did that. It was kind of cool to check out, you know, Coast. Have you ever heard of Coast knives? You know, obviously not one of the things where they like sit there and go, oh yeah, you know, we have the highest end products in the world. But they have a pretty crazy like focus on flashlights. But they kicked in a little, for you guys, they kicked in a little like giveaway set from last year, their 100-year anniversary, just a knife and a flashlight. So that was cool. So I'm going to be putting that to use, you know, and I got to see all their new products. All right, Ray. Have a good trip home, man. We'll talk to you later. I appreciate the donation, man. I do. So Coast kicked in that, and they're local to me. They're here out of Portland. So, you know, we had a little chat, and I'm like, okay, you guys are local. You guys need to have me out to the floor. Let's do a little walkthrough. Let's do a little video. Let's give you guys a little, you know, walk around. Just show what they do, you know. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, you know, a lot of their stuff's kind of budget into things. And maybe it's, you know, you use it, something happens, you buy another one for, you know, $7 or $10. But they have some pretty cool stuff coming out. And a lot of people coming out with these laser lights, LEP, I think. And that kind of brings me to a different topic, which is on Wednesday, Olight hosted their release party. And it was over at the, I know, Nick, huh? Totally. They've been taking care of me, so you guys will see some Benchmade stuff coming up. So, I just can't show it right now. So, but yeah, Olight did their release party. What's up, Christine? Women Carry Knives in the House. And they basically went through and did a whole thing of, here's what we got coming out new. If you guys saw it, they did a live stream on it. They also posted it right after. They got some pretty neat lights coming out. One of which is they're doing some new like mounting style lights that you can mount onto rail systems and those things. One of the other things is, yeah, Bunzo, we'll have to get you up there. Mine's 10,000 for 2020. I want to go all out. I'm just kidding. But I'm not, but you know. Oh, Nick, just get a hold of me afterwards, man. We'll take care of you. So, went to the release party, and they basically came out with all sorts of new stuff. They came out with, you know, rail-mounted ones. They showed us their prototype. Yeah, silver play button would be awesome. And one of the things they came out with was, you know, they've had the i3T, which is the AAA, and they came out with this i5T now that goes on sale for like $29.99, $30. But this one's not for sale because it's a neutral white. And the one that's going on sale for everybody here within the next like week and a half is going to be the cool white. So this one was kind of a thank you gift for attending their release party. They gave a little swag bag with like a patch, a hat, this light. And it's kind of cool because it runs on a AA, single AA. You can see the stats on it there. The max lumens is 300. The low light is 15. So it's kind of a good one, like even if you need to get your keys or something. I mean, this is the low light, you know. And then if you need to, that's the 300 lumens. So I think for AA, you can find AA's anywhere. I think for me, this is going to be a light I carry all the time. And size-wise, it's about perfect. Also, hey, what's up, Peter? It is something you know you don't have to recharge. You can, you know, I have some rechargeable ones, but the cool part is it goes anywhere. Oh, Big Red, thanks, man. You're gonna go play Taxi? Oh, thanks so much for the donation, man. That's awesome. Man, your guys' support's been amazing. Seriously amazing. I like the blue on this as well. And also, I have the M1T Raider. And I can't put any other batteries in there than the, you know, the ABC 123s or whatever. I think is what those are. And those are spendy compared to AA's, so. Oh, Morgan, you don't like the exposed button? And that makes sense. You know, I carry the M13 or the M1T Raider in my bag. And I was always worried about that, you know, getting pushed or anything. Oh, nice. Nice, David. Blade Banner. You're getting yours. Your titanium one. That'd be awesome. Yeah, it'll match the Grizzly really well. For people like Sean and Peter. Which they're on a good deal right now. I think you guys pointed out they're on for like $79.99. KnifeWorks. The Grizzly Ridge. The black and blue one that Benchmade has. Exclusive for them. So I might have to get another one. I don't know. I'll have to go look at that. Yeah, and so I really like that. I ordered one of the i3Ts, and I have one of those. And then I also was gifted one from Rodney. Thank you, Rodney, very much. And I think, so the Grizzly Ridge is on sale, KnifeWorks, for $79.99, $80. So that's pretty good. So I think these are going to be great. The natural light is good on these. You know, natural light is something that I guess you don't get a lot with the LEDs. So it's kind of a special thing. So it'll be cool to be like, oh my gosh, Nick, that's wild, man. You guys are crazy. That's awesome. But yeah, that's one of those things where, you know, we go through and the white lights are really nice that I like from them. I like the cool, crisp kind of blue tint to them. But I guess the natural one's hard to get. So that's why they want to make a special one for us. So yeah, and half off is a really good deal on that Grizzly Ridge. So if you guys have been waiting for it, I did it right before like Christmas, I think. They ran a special like that, or Black Friday around there. And they've dropped a few others as well. The Proper, some other ones. What's up, Keith? Thanks so much, man. Man, I'm going to have to do something super special. And I'm so glad, like, when I was there, I mean, let me get this other stuff out and make some noise here a second. Hold on. I was there and I'm like, man, I need to get some swag for you guys. Oh, dude, Nick, you're way too kind, man. Way too kind. So I'm like, dude, Nick's going for the all-out award today. And honestly, I really appreciate that. I mean, the support is crazy amazing. So, yeah, so I picked up some swag for this. Yeah, exactly. I can call in sick tomorrow. I think my boss will like to see me tomorrow either way. My boss was nice enough to give me all of last week off, so minus the holiday, but you know, the companies that are out there are just awesome, you know. I mean, I did get a patch from my favorite people. I did get one of these. So, you'll probably see that coming up in a giveaway too. But probably one of the coolest things I got, like patch-wise, it was like free swag, but you had to actually stand in line and meet somebody, was the one from 511, which this was Doug Marcaida. It's a special 511 patch, and it says "You will kill." What's up, Hilltop? It's from 511. But I actually got to meet Doug, get a picture with him. And he's a straight up cool dude, man. He's so awesome. So anyways, so that's some of the stuff I picked up. They offered 3 different patches this year, and I wanted to make sure to get one of each. I definitely want to put at least one of them on my patch wall, and I'll probably give, you know, the other 2 away on some stuff. So I got to give Nick something too. I'm gonna put something together for Nick because he's been super awesome, generous today. So it's never expected, but literally, it's really greatly appreciated because it just helps me, you know, better the content and bring more things to you guys. And, you know, even when I was like, you know, as David just said, it's a huge show. It was over 2,600 exhibitors, 3 different floors. And one of the things, what's up, Troy? Chris, I don't know about the bug outs. Well, we can talk. It was like walking into, so they had a main floor on the floor 1, and that had like a maybe 20 foot, 15, yeah, probably 15, 20 foot ceiling. The upstairs, the second floor, had like a 50 foot ceiling or something. Traditional, like, expo center style. And both floors were just, they went forever. You know, they had full on cafeteria in the middle of the first floor, and you wouldn't even see it or smell it or anything until you got there. Then there's a whole other side of it on the other side. What's up, Tim? What's up, Rise? I know, Nick. I know. I appreciate that. And it was like, I seriously spent probably, well, the first couple hours of the show, you probably know exactly where I went. I went to Benchmade. Yeah, Nick, definitely, totally. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I got 54 people, 53. That's awesome. Yeah, they had good food too, which was crazy. I was happy with everything that was there, and it was like I spent the first couple hours there, and all of a sudden I'm like at Benchmade, and then they were nice enough to get me in so I could film a video. So shout out to Troy and Ryan there. And the biggest reason, because they had like 7 stations set up that you could just walk up to. They had an employee basically had a drawer, and they would show you every single brand new knife. The mini bug outs, the mini Presidio, the new Mediator, which I'm going to get at least one of those. Because it's like an auto 940 almost. And yes, Bunzo, I did meet Talon. I met him at the Hogue booth, the Hogue Knives booth. He was there shooting some stuff. What's up, Jack? Hey, Jack's in the house. Jack Farmboy. And yeah, so, and Talon was just like the nicest dude, you know, and took a few minutes to just talk with me. You know, I always try to be very respectful to people because it's like, oh yeah, that's the McCarter one. Sorry, it's covered up here. I'll move this stuff out. But that's one of those things where it's like, you know, I always just want to introduce myself and say, hey, I'm a fan of your channel. I appreciate it. And, and basically he's like, oh, okay, because, you know, I don't expect at all for somebody like Talon to know who I am. But we're all there for the same reason, We're all at SHOT Show for the same reason. So that's one of those things where you meet those genuine people and it just kind of confirms, like, this is a cool community, man. Nick, he went to a different company here in the Portland area. Non-knife related. What's up, Mike? Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to meet up with anybody from Demolition Ranch, Bunzo. And it's crazy, like the map. They have a map, a digital map. I have an iPhone. Their iPhone app is crazy. And it's so detailed. And you can basically select all these different exhibitors that you want to visit. And it'll basically go through there. And it'll say, you click them as a favorite. It'll put them on your list. And then it puts that onto your map as a color-coded. So then you get this huge thing. And you want to go through all of it. And you're like, oh my gosh. But then, trying to find one other patch here. Okay, then you wind up for X Products. And X Products is based out of Vancouver, Washington. And they're the people that have the flamethrower. And also people that have they have like a cannon that you can put onto the end of your charge system for your AR. They also now have a screw-in. I think this is the Xolotl. Xolotl. The Xolotl or Toll. It's from CRKT. But it's, composite handle, liner lock, flipper. Pretty wild and crazy. But, yeah, it's nice stuff. Skiff knives. Okay, there you go. So, yeah, so X Products was cool. And it was like, well, then now I want to spend, half an hour talking to them about their new stuff. And, oh, what is it? Almost sounds like Central Mexico or Mexican. Xolotl. Oh, okay. Xolotl. Okay. And there you go. That's cool. Yeah, the daggers seem to be popular this year when I was going around. Some of the new stuff. Hey, Jesse, thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Oh, the ProTech Malibu is nice. And so that's one of the things, like, you meet these companies, which I've heard of X Products, but it's like you sit there and go, man, you get some of their products in hand, and it's like, then I made contacts with them, and I'm like, now I want to go and demo them. So they're going to have me out for a demo day in the next month. And come on, who's not going to love seeing a flamethrower being, torched off? Yeah, so that's going to be good. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. I can learn a lot, which I learned a lot. I went out to dinner one night with Carlos and Eric and Dylan and Russell. We had some amazing tacos at this little shop down there by Circus, actually. And this is the Calmigo from ProTech. It's California legal auto, under 2 inches. It's got a rose gold coating on everything. It's a beauty. And I already have some rose gold knives from them, so I was like, it's when I went to PVK Vegas. They gave me a patch too, so I'm going to kick that down to you guys. Big Red gave me one of theirs when he visited, so I was like, that's awesome. I did buy this, though, which was kind of cool. I bought this little knife holder from them, and it's got kind of that felt on the outside, a little stitched in PVK logo. Nice quality zippered, but it's got that nice inside with a little bit of elastic too. So I'm gonna try to make like a little kit out of it. I have a kit right now, I carry some of my stuff in, but it's a pretty good one. So instead of me just continuing to talk, do you guys have any other questions about SHOT Show? I think one of you guys asked how I got into SHOT Show. So I just I went ahead and applied for a media pass and submitted a bunch of information from that, as well as some companies that I've been working with, and it was amazing. And I hope next year I get the same opportunity. I'm gonna apply again. I will definitely be bringing a few people with me. So thanks for the history lesson. That's awesome. I like that. It's always fun to know like the history behind names. I didn't. No, Randy, I'm sorry. No. It was not something that was on my to-do list. Any new brands that stood out? I mean, we've all seen the QSP knives. But I'll tell you what, if you've seen that video on my channel, that's one of the reasons I made sure to get it up like last week, or this week, however you want to look at it. I want like 5 or 6 of their new knives. So, yeah, exactly, Nick. But that's one of the things where I think QSP had a lot going on. A lot of good quality stuff they're bringing. The Mediator was great in hand. I mean, it's like, I don't know if I have a 940 here. Hold on. I brought a few knives on the side, but I mean, it's kind of the size of this mini Crooked River a little bit. They didn't open everything up until October, Bunzo. But that's one of the things where like it's an auto 940 that's designed a little bit different, but it's an auto 940 basically. Yeah, the puffin with thumb studs is nice. So that kind of stood out for me as a company that wasn't on a lot of people's radar. And I do have to say that like SOG surprised me. SOG really surprised me. They got some new knives coming out, and they surprised me. Nick, that's a really good question on the tie. I'm not sure. Rock Scale Designs made those tie scales for the 940 that are just amazing. But I don't know what they were doing for that. So I don't know, they do have a little bit of, they call it a media blast to it, so it's not super slippery. But I think moreover, it's a collection piece. I know they've had that in the works for a little while. I mean, most knives do like that. Yeah, it's kind of like a bead blast, but they call it a media blast, so it's got a little bit of texturing to it. And that's one of the reasons why, like I was explaining earlier, that's why I wanted to wait to get into their media room that Benchmade had. Like it's hard to explain. Like a lot of the, you guys go to blade shows like I do. Everybody has a common size booth, maybe, 15 by 10 or 20 by 20, something like that. Benchmade had a booth that was like 2 stories. On top of it being like, 100 by 50. The back half of the booth was 2 stories. And they had upstairs meeting rooms. Downstairs had a media room and a storage room. Then a little meeting area with a couch. I mean, it was just like, it's unbelievable. You walk over there and you're like, oh my gosh. And then they have a huge demo area out front. They had a huge Life Sharp area where people could drop off their knives for repair. It was crazy amazing. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like they were spending money, and people were there placing orders. I like their new knives too. I like that one. Keith, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the donations so much. I'd really appreciate that. And I'm going to scroll back because I saw somebody ask a question about the mini bug out. I want to say it was Troy, but... And yeah, Jay, definitely SOG was doing it. 2 of their new knives is like awesome. Oh, Troy's question. What up, Troy? Troy's EDC Solutions. What do you think of the new bug outs with carbon and nylon? instead of the glass nylon. The new bug outs. Are you talking about the one with the do I have them right here? Let me see. Are you talking about the CF Elite scales, Troy? Yeah, the CF Elite. So personally, I'm in the process right now of doing some testing on those. Yeah, the regular size. So it's a blend. So I talked a little bit at length with John, who's the president CEO of Benchmade Diasis. It's Les's son. I talked to John a little bit at length about that and just said, what's your guys' thoughts on that? And basically, it's a chemical mix that they can basically go through and do different mixes of the scales. So these are G10. I was trying to find the other ones to see if I could show them to you guys. They're seriously within reach. So I'll talk while I look for them. But one of the things he said is they had to. Oh yeah, here they are. They had to really play around with the composition because. Yeah, Mark, I did go to the Wii booth. These are the CF Elite ones. And they're molded the same. It's just a different mixture. And it makes them less, they're more rigid. And they do have a little bit of that sparkle to them compared to the original black scales. Which I don't have any of those laying around. Oh, I do, right here. They're on this knife. So here's your difference. So the top one is the Blade HQ blacked out one they had last year. And, that's the Gryvery FRN, whatever you want to call it. And then this is the CF Elite ones down here. So a little bit of difference to them. But they're more rigid than these. And that's the thing. And so they basically, they said they did a lot of work with trying to figure out how to get the mixture right. They didn't want it too hard and brittle. They didn't want it too soft. It will flex more, whereas the Gryvery and stuff would snap and break. So it's to be looked at. And these might be being tested right now by somebody like me. So you might be seeing some videos testing some of these, especially since I already put scales on those. So anyways, that's one thing that was happening, which was kind of cool to get some time to talk to people about stuff. What's up, Ethan? Oh, I'm sorry, Nick. Let me go back and look. Yeah, exactly, Peter. New white mini bug out reminds me of Stormtroopers. Yep, JT's loving it. So Nick said, buy another bug out gold class as your EDC backup replacement, or buy the new 2020 gold. Ooh. So it depends on if you like the size of the mini Crooked River. Because it's gorgeous. I went and looked at it. It's gorgeous. I'm kind of trying to make it a habit. Not a habit, but I'm trying to make it a thing where if I can sell enough stuff each year and buy at least one of the gold class knives from Benchmade, like they're limited, unlimited, then it'll kind of just, start that progress of it. Jack, I think they're looking at within the next month, but don't quote me on that, only because they are trying to sort out orders, I think. Because as you can imagine, people are ordering that stuff like crazy. And Mark, I do not work for a knife company. What's up, Mike? So the Olight, this one goes up to 300 lumens. That's the 15 lumen mode. That's the 300 lumen mode. So for a AA battery, that works pretty good. So I can't wait till that one. Olight's going to release their new lights on January 31st, they said. And they're going to be doing bundle packaging, so you get 40% off a lot of their new knives. Or, I don't know, as I say knives, new lights. So, You like the G10 Nakamura? Tax money spent, yeah. Yeah, they did that. The CRKT one's great. Yeah, I walked through and looked at all their knives, and then they pulled about 5 of them for the video with me, so it was kind of cool. You buy one of the new bailouts? Yeah, Mini Loco. And they have that Mini Presidio, the SHOT Show one, in the bronze aluminum. But I do have to say that the Mini Presidio and full-size Presidio with the CF Elite handles are like your perfect work knife. Because that material is so strong and it's not going to scratch or dent like aluminum. And the full-size actually felt really good. So I'm going to have to get one of those. What's up, Dylan? That's the man of mystery right there. Everybody give Dylan a little shout out. Say what up to Dylan. He was nice enough to get me to introduce me to the people at PBK. So we got into the back room, made some knife deals, bought some knives. Yeah, Gerber's got some nice stuff too. All right, JB. See you later. Take care. I appreciate it. Yeah, 2's always a good way to go. Dylan's got a sweet new knife. Several of them. One though is a little slip joint. He made it at a SHOT Show with it, luckily, because I was gonna try to take it. But it's pretty awesome. They're finishing up some final details on it, but the slip joint itself is pretty awesome. You guys probably saw that in my video. He has a Jade G10 one that he was like sporting around and showing off, trying to make me jealous. I was like, come on, man. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Man, there were 60 of you guys watching just a second ago. That's great. I appreciate all your guys' support. Thanks again for everybody that donated. Nick, you're amazing today. Thank you so much. Oh, the mini Crooked River is sick. Too big. No, I appreciate that, Nick. That's well, way too kind. Oh, you're not a fan of the Crooked River Toad? Okay. Mark asked, what knife would you want to be your last knife reviewed? Hey, see you later, Randy. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Mark, are you talking about which one would I want to do next, or like which one ever would I want to do? Like, if I could only review one more knife, is that your question? Sorry, I had to throw a cough drop in. Mike, I'm just getting pumped. Oh, you like the blade shape, but not the size. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So maybe more of like a Mallory design slip joint. Yeah, exactly. That's the last one to make, right? This is like the 531. This is like the pre-bug out. Thanks, Morgan. I appreciate it. Yeah, the full-size Crooked River is big for me. I got large-size hands. The mini bug out comes in about 1.5 ounces. And I was told it fits inside an Altoids can. The length of it. Yes. Yeah, you'll see some artisans on my channel pretty soon. Oh, so Mark said, what would be my knife? Okay. What knife would you review if it was your last day having a channel? Well, that's kind of scary. I don't want it to be my last day having a channel, but I get the question. So my last one, if today, so could it be anything that's like, that's been announced or anything that's available? Let's see here. I would say my last one. You know, I think I'd have to go with my Grail. I would honestly have to go with my Grail. I would say if it's anything at all, I would go with the Centron by Seibert Knives, Shane Seibert. Nice, 63. Heck yeah, dude, that's awesome. That would be my, like, if I had to choose one knife for my final video that I could do a review on, I would do that. It'd be the Shane Seibert Knives Centron. And it's amazing. I don't have a pic of it because I don't even have it. It's a Grail. It's like the one I want's like over $2,000. So, and you gotta like go to custom shows. Like I'm sure he went to the Las Vegas Custom Knife Show. I didn't stay up on it because I was so busy, but that would be my one choice because it's a Grail. He's a great guy. He's a local Oregon knife builder, knife designer, knife maker. He does all his stuff by hand in his shop at his house. Yeah, if you can find a pic of it, just Seibert Knives Centron, Centron, and that's an awesome one. Nah, Carlos, you're funny. Well, and that's the thing, like, I mean, if it was regular stuff, I would say something like this, a bug out with custom scales would be one that I would use as my last video. But if I could choose anything, and Mark said anything, then I would say, like, let's go all out. And let's have fun with it. So, but anyways, yeah, so any other questions you guys have about SHOT Show? One of the things I found that was interesting was they were not selling knives there. No, Nick, I do not have any. I do not have any yet, no. I did check out the 31. That's pretty cool looking. Troy, so I got these Micarta and G10 scales for the bug out from Death Grips. Death Grip Scales on Instagram. Yeah, I handled the Centauri. It's nice. I handled a lot of their knives there. Dylan was very helpful in that. Dylan Russell. Did anybody gift me a knife? So I got a couple knives, like this one from CRKT, and this one right here. They gifted me those. And then this ProTech I purchased from PVK, but that was at their store on the Strip. Yeah, Bunza, I'll have to do a recording. Yeah, I'll do a video showing all my recording stuff with these wireless mics included and my battery charger and kind of all the stuff I use on the daily there. It was pretty good. Oh, thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. Yeah, one of the things I want to do is I want to upgrade my phone and my camera. And I had another full camera setup, but the person that was going to go with me wasn't able to go. So I had to leave one camera set up at my house. So for my reviews, I have like a ring light. It's an LED two-tone. Oh, I appreciate that, Nick. I ran into those guys all the time. The Blade HQ crew is awesome. There's like 4 of them though. So yeah, OCD. Oh yeah, Josh, the Centron's awesome. Oh, you've got glare issues? Oh, I'm sorry. The PVK stuff that they do is all in-house. And, I'm super, I'm very appreciative of Dylan and Russell for letting me go with them to PVK because we were able to see their back room and all their custom work and everything else, and it was amazing, so... Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll probably do something like that, Carlos, something that's portable. One of the things that I found was with these mics from Rode, they work great. Even in the noisy areas of the convention and the knife show. So I'll probably get another one so I can do like a question and answer because Yeah, I don't know if you listened to the CRKT one and maybe one of the others where I asked a question. It was kind of faint because the one I have is just a receiver. It doesn't have a microphone on it. No, I appreciate that. It was funny because these would be worn like halfway down someone's chest, and I have it set on like a medium setting, has like low, medium, high, and it would be like really loud. So, man, I appreciate that, Nick. I really do. I appreciate your feedback and all your support. It's amazing. So, it'll definitely go into my next giveaway coming out here. So, yeah, there you go. Overall, yeah. That's cool. Well, I'm glad the sound worked out good. That's good. That was one of my questions. And I had a different setup that I was going to go with, and then I saw those like the week before, like I said, from my buddy Life Hackster, and he was using his on his channel for a consumer electronics show, and I was like, oh, perfect. So I got a couple more coming up that I'll be posting. I got to try to do some editing because I didn't take a huge laptop setup with me or anything, so it's kind of a one-man show, and it's kind of hard. Oh, Carlos, thanks, man. That's so nice. Appreciate that. Oh, the Lone Wolf Lobo. Well, that's cool. Yeah, Nick, so I did do a little bit of like checking things out on my own, walking around, and I didn't know how much content I could film and upload to the channel without like YouTube and stuff being, flagging my account or anything like that when it comes to like, I don't know, content not related to knives or gear, if that makes sense. Because it is SHOT Show, so you have the shooting, hunting, outdoor trade show. And hey, Peter, thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Oh, Dylan, I'll release that lunch video if you want. Dylan's a very respectable eater, even at the SHOT Show. So he treats his body right. He does good. So he was like, super appreciative of that. So, but yeah, so that's one of the things that, being at the show myself, I was like, man, there's this one system. They have that Dylan took me over and showed me that was close to their booth. It was a new drop-in system for like an AR trigger. It has the whole, the whole housing, everything. It's all rebuilt. It's a drop-in setup. I think it's 2 pounds or something like that. It's crazy feather lightweight. So you're just like, you barely, you have it and you're just barely like, plink, and it's gone. So that's one of those that like, I sat there and I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. So I'm like, well, let's do a quick video on it. I'm going to test the waters and see how they work and be like, well, let's see if they let me put it on there or if they flag it. I know there's a lot of people that have channels up there, but I think they have to get certain permissions. One of the channels I watch is like Edward Sarkeesian, him and Gaspetti or whatever. Yeah, I checked out the Gerber booth, Jesse, definitely. Oh, okay, Chad, yeah. And so that's the stuff like, kind of like X Products, I went over there, but I didn't film it because they're not able to do... Oh, they did one with Edwin? Yeah, that's awesome. And that's one of those where it's like, they have some really cool products. Like, I want to see them shoot cans. I want to go out and demo it, video it myself, do the golf ball, do the flamethrower, do all that, and show you guys, What's up, Rising Tide? Yeah, so this is their new... Whoops, sorry about that. This is their new... the i5T that's coming out. This one comes out January 31st. They gave these away for people that were at the Olight party. 15 lumens and then 300. And it's all off of just a AA battery. I'll show you on that. One single AA. So kind of cool. We did ask, there was a question asked from the audience about, can you use a rechargeable AA? And they said yes, no problem. So if you want to use the rechargeable AA that they have, you can use that one as well. No problem with that. All right, Bunzo, I appreciate it, man. Definitely. Nick says, afraid to sharpen any of my knives. Do I have a how to sharpen a knife video? Yeah, I mean, I could do one. There's a system that I have from Worksharp that I'll be doing a video on here soon. They just sent it over to me, and I want to test it out, and then I'll do a video on it. The hardest part is each person has their own, what they like to see as a final product. So that's the hardest part. A lot of systems are, that you can get away with. They're easy to use, or like the KME is a good one. Worksharp makes a good one too that I did, even for just the daily, like bringing the edge back. Exactly, Nick. The AA keeps it super simple. So I'll have to do that. Thanks, Bunzo. I appreciate it. And, but yeah, we'll get that. Yeah, the new Warrior X Pro is awesome. And that one's like, and I'll tell you what, they did a super crazy demo of it. And it was like, wow. Like, just seeing it in person, it's like, holy cow, even in a bright room. See, that's the hard part, Mark, is you're not able to do a mirror edge. The only thing you could do is use, like, so I have that strop, but that's not going to get you your mirror edge out of it. I mean, I've got some diamond spray on it, but, yeah, the mirror edges look sick, especially when you get into, like, some custom knives. Like, I think, because you really need to get into some buffing and stuff, so I had this one. This is originally a bailout, and it came with a Tonto blade. I had the regrind and the VEF serrations put in by Mr. Tom VEF himself. And so he did the little mirror polishing as just kind of a, extra little thing on it. But it looks amazing. And then the scales are a two-tone color shift, purple-blue, titanium, anno from Rockscale. But you can see, like, even on this side, he did that little touch of mirror edge on this side, too. Which, one day I'd love to learn how to do that, because he's doing it all off, like, a lot of his stuff are wheels. So, that's one that I'm just like, yeah, exactly, name drop. Just kidding, yeah. But, yeah, exactly, it's a beautiful knife, and it's one of those that, it was a project knife, and then Rockscale's like, hey, I want to get these out and see what they look like on that knife. And so then I'm like, well, I need to take this over to Tom, because Tom lives pretty close to where I'm at. So I just made an appointment, met up with him, and I think it took him like a day and a half, and he got the blade all dialed in, and they brought it over to me. So, I mean, I came picked it up from him, actually, but. So yeah, so let's talk about the bailout. I got some answers. Yeah, exactly. KME or Wicked Edge is probably your best for a mirrored edge. Speaking of the bailout, do you know if Benchmade will reblade the early soft blades with their current harder 3V? So I'm not sure exactly, Chris. They're sick. They have some new ones out on some of the new CRKTs too. So I talked to Benchmade, and I said, what's the status on the bailouts that were made last year? Because there's a point where they've obviously started to use 3V in the other original brand, or the original ones that I know, 20CB, exactly. So basically they had the original bailout. It's got the plastic FRN handles, but how do you know which is which? So if you go to an online store right now, knife retailer, and you buy a set of those, is that going to be the new one, or is that going to be the old one? It's probably going to be the old one because it's been in their stock for a while. Now, if you go to Benchmade and buy it, you'll probably pay a little more in price, but you'll get one of the newer ones. So they're trying to, I think the retailers are trying to work out a system right now where they can basically go back and either send those in, or, you know what I mean? Or they may just clearance them. I don't know. But basically what I was told is that this is one of those, like, snooze cans or whatever, and PVK Vegas just did some custom work on it, airbrushing. And so these are like little collector's tins now, and you can put whatever you want in there, but they were nice enough to give me those, so I appreciate it again, Dylan, hooking me up with those guys. But it would be kind of cool if they, either allowed us a blade swap out. Like, hey, you know what? You pay for shipping and send, 20, $25 or something. You can reblade it. Because you can reblade a knife right now with them for like $30 or $35. You can send a knife in and do it. So, yeah, Dylan met up with like some cool knife designers. But I'll let him tell that at a later date. But it was nice. Like, I was even able to meet Mel Pardue. You know what I mean? Like, how many people can say, like, dude, I got to meet Mel Pardue and talk to him for 20 minutes, That's a pretty cool deal. So, that's good stuff there. But that's one of the things that they're doing on the bailout. And I know, obviously, they have the new design one. But, yeah, it was awesome to meet Mel, so... He was and then Dylan. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to tell your story, man. But Dylan was able to basically like, he wanted to know what Dylan had. He's like, what are you carrying? Kind of a thing. So he was all about it. I know. I didn't. And the crazy part is, I only had my bug out with me, and it's like, it's not his design, so I guess it doesn't matter. It's still Mel, but I didn't have like a silver pen. I only had a Sharpie with me. I'm like, dude, can you sign my Micarta? Yeah, so it was kind of cool because Dylan was like able to basically put his own designs into Mel's hands, and they chatted about it. Mel liked it, so. Oh, that's awesome! Yeah, man, that sheep's foot Griptilian's like my favorite. So there's cool opportunities like that. I didn't want to wait 2 hours and meet Chuck Norris, but he was there. Yeah, exactly, Dylan. But yeah, it was super fun. So, but yeah, more to come on that. I'm gonna do a recap video and kind of organize my thoughts when I'm done being sick here. I will post up some other videos as well. Yeah, exactly. Do I need to bug out to ask for your autograph? But, I didn't know how big and how crazy SHOT Show is until I walked in there and I'm like, oh, man, that's crazy. Yeah, Dylan, I got sick. There's some dirty birds out there, man. You know that. So I got sick from the show. I'm not sure. I mean, you never know where, but I appreciate that, Nick. Yeah, really appreciate all your support, definitely. But yeah, I got sick from the show, and it is what it is, man. Could have even been from the plane on the way down there. Who knows? I was flying down there with a whole bunch of home builders, because I guess there was some big convention down there of home builders. There was also a different convention down there at the end of the week. And then there was also the Vegas Custom Knife Show. So it's all good, though. Doctor says just one of those, head colds, throat colds, whatever. No, sorry, Josh. It was too, I was using my opportunity to just, learn from one of the most awesome designers. Oh, he was there for the builders one? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, drinking 12-pack, exactly. Yeah, the guy we met down there, Taco from PVK, he was like, he posted a thing about the people getting ready for the coronavirus, and they were chopping up limes. Yeah, so I try not to use too much hand sanitizer, like during my normal. Yeah, totally, Nate. That's so sad. Oh, I got you, Josh. Yeah. It was totally good to just live in the moment, that was the cool part. Like, just to be there and, have that opportunity to meet with so many knife designers and people that I respect a whole bunch, and I know, like, Dylan respects a whole bunch too, and, like, people that I don't deal with all the time, I got some very cool opportunities from people that were there. Benchmade, CRKT, all that stuff, so. My top favorite knife from the show. Well, I appreciate that, OCD. Yeah. No, I hear you. I know what you're saying, though. I think it'd probably help if I slept more, too. I think there was only one day that I got more than 6 or 7 hours sleep. I think, Nick, my favorite one of the show... I have... So, 2 favorites. I know exactly, Dylan, right? No, so 2 favorites. One would be Dylan's Slip Joint. Because, honestly, it's a smaller one than like a proper even. But I like it. It's nice. And I'm not just saying that because he's here. Like, I seriously wanted it when I left. And I would say it probably... The Centauri's nice, too. The one with Ray Laconico. And that's the hardest part. Like I said, there's like 5 of those I want right away. But the other one was going to be... And I know it sounds goofy and cheesy, but... besides, you know, the Benchmade ones. The Banter from We Knife. Ben Peterson's knife. That one was amazing. Like, seriously, how smooth it is, it's crazy. I mean, Dylan could probably attest to it, too. Yeah, the Ray Laconico one's the Centauri from Artisan. It's pretty wild. But the Banter one, like, everybody's like, oh, you know, it's... I mean, he's a good marketer. I'll give him that. I mean, it's a great knife, though. We did amazing work on it. And I think it's on bearings, and it seriously is just, like, the smoothest one in the world. So... And I think it's like, I mean, retail is going to be like 120 or less, like 110 maybe. So, you know, did the blue accents, switched the thumb studs. Yeah, so Greg, I met some new people definitely, which was kind of cool. I had fun. But I now would seriously have to say, like, I definitely need another person at a minimum to go with me to help. It'd be nice to do more interview style, because a lot of the stuff is like, sorry, Nate, I'm not allowed to do any of that right now. It's not public. I mean, it's been announced, but samples aren't out yet officially. I'll get it for you though. Don't worry about it. I'll get it on the camera. I just have to make sure it's within certain guidelines. You know what I mean? I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I did not see Leatherman there at all. I didn't see Leatherman there. But I will say that the people I met, some new people, were pretty cool people. You know, I had never met Carlos or Eric in person before. They ended up being great people. You know, we went out to dinner with them one night. And then just other people I ran into, just like, you know, Talon Sai, you know, I was talking to him and some other people that, like, you know, you meet with these people and everybody's there for the same reason. Everybody is appreciative of all the new products that are coming out. And I'll have to say, like, the show went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And Tuesday and Wednesday were probably the busiest days. And then Friday was like half the amount of people because I think everybody went to the custom knife show. I like Nate. I like the Quiet Carry Drift. I think it's a good knife. I have the Quiet Carry IQ. I bought that at Blade Show West. And yeah, Dylan. So yeah, we checked out the G44. All right, August. I appreciate you definitely. Thank you very much. We checked out the new stuff over there, and that G44 was amazing. Like the feel of it, and I saw some videos from when they were testing it at the range and stuff, and it's like a super fun gun to practice with. So I might have to get one for that. And then I was trying to figure out a different medium size one for like EDC use. So it was really good because they had everything on display. Yeah, a lot of it's just getting hands on with it. Oh, yeah, okay. The EWC is a nice one. Yeah, the IQ's a little smaller, a little thinner. Kind of more of like a pen style. You know, it's like a smidge wider than this tactile turn pin, you know, so that's one of those, you know, IQ, the IQ is pretty cool like that. But and then like Wesson Knives was there, and they have a new Henry coming out. Yeah, and the other thing was the Dylan. I have to give him props. He was right about the slide is polymer on the G44. I never knew that. The slide is polymer. So it's a pretty cool one. I like that. So it made it even more lightweight. But Weston Knives is coming out with a new slip joint called the Henry. This is one of their little key fobs that separates. It's titanium. This one's coated with their little key rings. So they have the Henry coming out this Tuesday on Kickstarter. I know you should have shook hands on it. You should have put some money down on it. But you know your products, man. You know your materials, that's for sure. It was actually a test. I was just testing you. You passed, man. Congrats. Yeah, so the funniest part about there was two Kershaw and ZT were like real. I mean, they wanted to talk. That's definitely they wanted to talk, but there was a few companies that were like, yeah, I saw the PM2 Tanto. I actually have a video coming up on the Spyderco's, but Mike from Spyderco, he didn't cover that one, I don't think. Yeah, I saw the tweezer. That's so funny. They had a lot of products out there. I mean, they have a lot of new stuff coming out. But that was the weird part I ran into, which I didn't find, you know, I didn't know. I thought everybody would have like certain people assigned that would do videos and kind of PR stuff. But they really don't. Like, you know, you're just like, oh, hey, what about this? And people are just like, oh, you know, that's one of those things where, you know, if you have some questions, you can ask us or I'll tell you about them. But they weren't super comfortable being on video or, and so I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, do you mind if we do this? And they're like, oh, sure. Like CRK, Chris Reeve Knives. I went by there and there wasn't anybody in the booth except for one lady, and she was nice enough to do a video for me, but it's a short video. So I'll post that one up probably tonight, but it's a really short video and it's just on the 31. And so it would have been nice to, I guess, just be more prepared on my end for each brand. So I could have maybe came to each brand with a list of questions that I was looking for. So that's one thing I definitely learned about SHOT Show myself was, you know, yeah, it's an amazing knife, Greg. Definitely an amazing knife, Gregory. But it was one of those things where I learned that, you know, and so once I did that video and I'm like, oh man, and then, you know, a couple of the other companies, it was like, well, come back in an hour, come back in 2 hours, come back tomorrow. You know, made some appointments with some people. I got there for appointments and, you know, they weren't available. Oh, come back this afternoon. And it's like, oh, okay. So it was a lot of back and forth, walking around, you know, because I want to get good videos. You know, I want to get those Benchmade, CRKT, Spyderco kind of videos where, you know, they represent their actions and give you the details and cover what they want to tell you about. Yeah, they're supposed to be coming out super, super soon. So that'll be cool, Josh. But yeah, so it was kind of interesting on those things, you know, because I wanted people to feature their own products because on some of them, like with the Ulti clip, you know, I've heard about them, but I've never seen them, you know, and so I took a little bit of time, you know, kind of one of those things where like I'd walk like from the second floor and I had an appointment downstairs, and so I'd walk all the way out to the second floor, go into the downstairs, the first floor, walk to the very back of the room, you know, which, you know, probably takes a half hour, all in all. And you get there, and then it's like, oh, that person's not here. They actually went and did this. Can you come back this afternoon? And it's like, oh, okay. And so I look on my map, and I'm like, man, everything around here that I wanted to see, I've already seen. So I went and checked out, like, TechMat, you know, our friends at TechMat. And they're actually They're actually the company that makes these products. So these mats right here are actually, that's made by the TechMat company out of Utah. And one thing I found was they just got purchased by, I think, GSM Outdoors. And so they're actually moving, they bought the company and they're moving the entire company to Texas. And they're ramping up production. They're going to come out with more products. And so I think it's good for everybody because there'll be more stuff available. And now it'll be bigger. But yeah, that's wild. So, well, that's cool. You just got your 31 in. Nice. That's awesome, OCD. So anyways, so I really like the TechMat products. They have these dual-sided microfiber claws, like a really fine on this side and a, you know, more knitty material on this side. And they work great. So I've ordered a couple more of those. But yeah, you know, the people are really nice there, but I asked them, I'm like, hey, will you guys make me another Benchmade 940 one? They just laughed. But I confirmed, I'm like, you guys made all this stuff for Blade HQ? And they're like, yeah, we make all their stuff. So I'm like, okay. So that's the nice part is you can just talk to people. You know, Dave from ProTech, super nice. He took his time with everybody he talked to. Took time to film a video for me. Went over some of the new stuff. You guys saw that. It's pretty awesome. Well, do you guys have any other questions or whatnot? My throat is just killing me. Otherwise, I'd keep going all night. And Nick, man, Nick, do you have Instagram, Nick? Or just email me. But I'm going to send you some swag and stuff, definitely. Talk about the food. Oh, man, so the food, which part? Like the tacos, man? We had some amazing tacos. A place called Tacos El Gordo, over by Circus, right off the strip there. I guess on the weekends they normally have like hour-and-a-half lines, and I guess it's Tijuana style, and so everything's on this huge like meat spigot or whatever, and they just cut the meat off and put it right in your tacos. It's delicious, and tacos sound really good right now. I want to go have some more tacos, but I would definitely go back there. That was a great thing. Oh, okay, Nick. So just email me. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mike. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's one of the things where, you know, the food was good everywhere you went. I'll probably do that tonight when I'm done here. I just want to go add one thing to the end of it. But I uploaded a lot of the stuff while I was there. The media room they had for us was really nice. It was sponsored, so the Wi-Fi worked really good for downloading or uploading, I should say. So yeah, I'll definitely try to make it. I know Slicey's doing his at 8 Eastern, so like in a half hour. So I'm gonna try to make his as well. So, but yeah, lots of fluids, get more rest, keep them taking medicine. But yeah, so I'll probably wrap it up, you guys. Dylan, thanks again, man. It was great hanging out with you. SHOT Show was a blast. Jack, what is the best new knife you've seen? At SHOT Show, I don't know if I could pick just one. I'm a 940 fan from like literally 18, 19 years ago, so that's one of those things where that new 940, that Auto 940, the Mediator, is probably my favorite. But all the stuff from Dylan's good too, and everybody. So all the new stuff is just amazing. Nick, thanks again, man, for all your support. You blew me away with generosity and kindness tonight. I'm floored, man. That's super nice of you. So, Gregory, thank you. Yeah, Dylan, it's an auto, man. Mike, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hopefully I'll have voice left for work tomorrow. We'll see. But all right, you guys, do something kind for someone. I'm going to do a giveaway this week, a SHOT Show giveaway. I wanted to try to get something ready for tonight so I could do it live like I normally do, but I just wasn't able to put everything together being sick. So I'm going to get one ready. It'll be a video you guys will be able to post up on, and maybe I can put together like 2 packages or something, little giveaway stuff. So, Dylan, you're the man. I appreciate all you do for the knife community. Keep rocking those designs, man. I love them. and if you ever get an extra one of those jade ones, let me know. I will definitely want to buy one. So, all right, you guys, have a great week. We'll probably see you guys in some live streams coming up. My voice is going out, so you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again for all your support. Take care.